When was the flag designed?
1965.
By who?
Universal Change.
There you go, God. There you go. See, I can keep that little bit on you. Keep that little bit. And that's the period that we're talking.
Actually.
He said, no.
66.
Well, it was ordained in 67. It was designed in 65.
So he designed.
Right. Because remember, Allah's a Madawan.
Yeah,
he's a Madawan then, but he didn't get home to March of 67. And that's when he was,
so ordained.
They tried to present it to him, but they couldn't, because you had Sahim and a few other brothers that were going up there, Chiki and them, that were going up there for various purposes, to reiterate the knowledge, and then to get the knowledge to filter back because they took a lot off the street. So in 1965, he did a 2 year street guard. So when he leaves in 64, right, he, one of our first younger brothers to get it was Black Messiah, right? His first honorable name was Matthew, right? And then right after him was Bishmi, and then it was Al-Jabbar. That was Prince-in-Law, right? All of them had like Muslim names and whatever. Because again, what Allah did was He had fashioned, like we still do, we continue, the knowledge, of course, to accommodate the culture of Islam, which is the culture by God, right? Our way of life, right? So, but there again, to reiterate, we had to do away with Muslim names. Not that the name itself was bad, but it wasn't the name associated with what he was what he was doing. Right, and then Muslims also came at him like, oh, listen, man, you got, say, for instance, Allah Infinite and them on the corner, and yourself, you got Bilal and Naheem and them on these brothers with these Muslim names, we're trying to find out, if they're not Muslim, why are they wearing our names? Father said, you're right. So we created, he helped design and create our name from Supreme Mathematics alphabet. So now Naheem becomes divine, and Bilal becomes, Allah Infinite in this case. But in this case, we're talking about the first brothers to come around. So we're talking about the Black Messiah. Kareem became Black Messiah. And then you had the God Bishmi. Then you had Al-Jabbar becomes Prince-in-Law. And they did away with those names. Then, we ran the Moon and the Star, which was the Islamic flag. You know what I mean? So, again, our universities, before the school was obtained in 1967 in July. But our universities was the street corners, the barber shops, the rooftops, the alleyways, that was our universities. You know what I mean? That's what we were teaching at. You know what I mean? And then later on, our primary, again, focus and purpose is education. That's what we teach, man. We're not no gang, and like they try to say relatively recently. You know what I mean? Because our involvement in many facets of life, and because, like again, we were incarcerated also, so we're in there. So so they always want to try to label us that, but. Because that's a good way of preventing people from getting this particular truth. So the youth, the focus, like Allah's knowledge is good on the black man. That's the whole purpose of this knowledge, to give this knowledge and wisdom to black people, to black, brown, and yellow. These people whom the knowledge was taken from. You know what I mean? I said in several classes, you'll hear quite often, as you very well may know, knowledge is stripped from us. But knowledge is given to us in different ways also. Like again, you had Noble Jew Ali, you had Marcus Garvey, you had all these other people that came. Definitely Master Fard Muhammad. You know what I mean? And then Elijah Muhammad, who were successful all the way until he passes away in 1975. You know what I mean? February, he passed away then. But prior, law left because again, these lessons teach, especially here in 1 to 10, about who is the original man. You know who the original man is?
The original man is the age that black man, make the only queen of planet Earth, Father, Station, God, the universe.
Okay, take your time. You're right. Father of civilization. I do that too. Because when you speak quick, you lose the word. Father of civilization. I do that too. So we in the same club. You know what I mean? But you got to take your time. That was correct. I like that prayer. Look at prayer so important. Would you have breakfast? You had breakfast this morning?
Actually, I did eat.
Oh, okay. But still, it's here.
Yeah.
Retain means to what?
Hope.
That's right. There you go. Yeah, I gotta keep doing. Yeah, that's right, God. And you retain it right. So, in reading that and seeing that who's the original man, quite naturally. I mean, because again, a lot of times and quite often, and again, I have to say this for the sake of our technical apparatuses, because we're talking to a virtual audience also, as well as people in the classroom. We're not here to disparage anyone. Peace Initiative is long, but I'm not here to pay homage to one man. Like, oh, peace to the Lord infinite, oh, praise be to the Lord infinite, but okay, I guess because he's the brother who come to save you. Mm-hmm. So, but if he empowered us to know who the original man is and our purpose in this world, then peace to all of us then. Right. Thank you for that. So let me, but that wasn't the case. So when you read it, it tells you who is the original man. Not men, well, man, but man means men. Right? And then later on, like this degree talk on the original people. Like who the original nation or people. Right? So we're talking about everybody. So a lot of left, man, listen, man, I'm not, and an excellent book, I don't know if you read it, Message to the Black Man. That's another good book. Let me start putting these, because it's Black History Month, yeah. Message to the Black Man. That book there too, I'm putting the Message to the Black Man.
Yep.
In America, actually. Pardon my chicken scratch. That book, True History of a Law, it's abbreviated, of a law in the 5%.
Yep.
That book you read now, and it's 5%. Definitely, I'm gonna put this here. From Superman to Man. Pardon, that's an M. 4. Superman to Man. Let me put man. Destruction of Black civilization. All right, so let me just stop.
Would you add How to Eat to Live?
Okay, yeah, well, and this let me come here.
That's a lot.
Yeah, part 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bob. How to eat and live.
Eat to live.
Eat out to eat
To live.
to live. Thank you, God. 'Cause that's important. Words of power. To eat and live. I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna live. No, eat to live. Right. Thank you. Eat to live. How to eat to live. Part 1 and 2. Yeah, so these are kind of like, those are good. That's enough right there, though, to get you on your way. Mrs. Black Man, he definitely goes into kind of accommodates a lot of, accommodate, wrong word. He goes into the lessons that you'll be reading. You know what I mean? How to Eat to Live, the same 2 books, part 1 and 2, by Elijah Muhammad. Definitely. Dietary laws, like how to eat, what not to eat. What don't we eat? What's one of the main things we don't eat, though?
We don't eat meat.
No. Well, I mean, no. Yes, that's a thing that should be included down the road. But of the meat, what's the one we don't eat?
Okay, we don't eat chicken.
God, stop it, man.
Okay.
We don't eat pork.
We don't eat pork.
Yeah, there you go. He helped you with that the first time.
No,
I thought you know.
I
Yeah,
never did eat pork.
but you listen, Prince. I'm not. No. I'm not going to deny you because listen. You're correct too. Of like that. But the first one is an abomination on all levels. Abomination, something that you just shun, right? Scientifically, medically, if using religious circles, in the Bible and the Quran tells you not to eat that. So you got all these books that tell you to eat now. Yes, I mean the cow and chicken, they some nasty things too, man.
They consider it as a dog.
We ready to be
Huh?
They consider it as an
vegetarian.
animal. I mean, like a dog. Anything on four legs that walks and eats off the ground. I mean, anything you put in front of them, they eat it. So
They have
You know what
they have their animalistic mannerisms that's like you know what I mean? You know, I got you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, huh?
You talking about the pig?
No, the animals period.
Oh, animals.
Yeah, because he's saying that the chicken and you know the other animals, if they walk around with the dog, you know
A cow is vegetarian.
yeah, they
Cow,
graze.
Right.
Yeah.
They
A cow,
grab.
lamb,
You know,
Yeah.
horse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
although they start feeding them
They start feeding
other,
them like
other things.
other things to blow them up. To
right.
meat.
And injecting them with things.
Right.
Like
There's always
like coning them and stuff like that.
Right.
They started stuff like that.
But Prince is correct. You know, my point I was trying to get was come on in, you have to see up here, God. Yeah.
Peace, everybody. Peace.
Yeah, peace.
God Prince.
Peace. Hey, Prince Supreme. Hey, you gonna stop and get ready?
Yeah. So those books I have up there, if you can read them. So those are kind of good. So thank you for that too. Because this is not a host of books. Of God's book too. I'll put you a plaque hit you, Mom. The culture of our God. The culture. Alright, so actually he's like the youth of the books that I'm reading.
Right.
But we'll get to that in a minute. That's good because you like you're reading now. That comes from the book you're reading now. Comes from the mind of it comes from experience and the mind too of gods who were there with Allah. But then these people and these gods empowered us, right? Because I wasn't there in peace. I wasn't there in '64 and '60. I wasn't in the '60s. I got mine like being the Brown Prince in the early '70s. Peace. We lost them all. You know what I mean? And this guy in the back too. Yeah, go ahead, God. Take care of your business.
Yeah.
If you got a problem, call me, God. He's a troublemaker. Watch it.
Watch God, man.
Yeah, we still peace, lost them all. Peace, God. Yeah. So that's my point. Oh, so. But then you had other people, like you got the God Law Infinite, and you have other people who are able to capture what the history of what we're doing, and past and present, through technological apparatuses and like a phone, a camera, you know what I mean? And that's important. So like these things are needed because we go back. Because a lot of times you can go back, these books are old, right? Well, most of them except for the God's book. But but then you have tapes. Like in fact, the tape we just received over the last few years, with Allah literally talking to Gay Pressman, right? Yeah, I actually cried when I saw that. Because we all over the law. I done had the honor. I done had that honor. I walk in the mind of the law each and every day. All of us do that show and prove our power. You know what I mean? Our brothers, they walked, literally. They were there in the 60s, when it was going down. And I love them for that, man. Thank you for that history. But history continues. It doesn't stop. You know, that's why he passed the baton. Right? Like, you know, he goes law infinite and then, like, come on, God. I don't start building just that fresh legs in the game. You know what I mean? You know, Michael Jordan had to stop. You know, he's still the man. He still coaches. He's still, you know, probably, you know, but the same science. So, you know, even though, I mean, you know, we old war horses, you know, I'll use, you know, yeah, I'll use that particular term. You got some horse, well, you know what I mean, you know, because we've been around.
Right.
But and that's why also going back to our point, you know, I mean, I got this straight out of his book. We'd be walking one day, and an older brother came, right? And he said, and I'm taking kind of Arlene's word too, because Arlene said this. I'm kind of equating it. So the brother's walking. He said, me and Ahmed building. So the brother like to build. Yeah, man, you know, he knows us. Well, he knows Ahmed more. Ahmed's my older brother, in fact. And yeah, I want the knowledge. So I'm like, you know, so I'm saying, okay. So, you know, I'm kind of nonchalant with it. You know what I mean? But every time we stop at the store, we come out, he keep bringing up, yeah, bub, you know, yeah, Devonna, you know, so you got class? Yeah, you know, so, you know, it's on Monday, you know. I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm not playing, Bob, I really want this. Then I stopped and said, yeah, but why now? Right? And then, you know, Bob gave, you know, his account. You know what I mean? Because knowledge is important, but it's precious also.
Right.
And it's time and effort. You know what I mean? You know, and it happens. I mean, you know, like well, some people, you went through it. You know what I mean? Like I had it, you know, I didn't study, I went different places.
Right.
You know what I mean? But then here I am. You know what I mean? I'm okay, bet. Because this is Arlene's term. Because knowledge was good on black people. And that's what we want to give it to. You know what I mean? That's right. We're not here to deny them, but the focus is our youth. We definitely, in fact, I was yesterday, I was telling the Blind Prince, went right to 28th Precinct, gave him my card, bow. You know, it's a coach of management, the entity of people that's connected to you, to the law school. Give us these youth, man. Because we know y'all coming and encountering them, and you having you got your phone on?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. My music player.
Yeah, okay, no problem. I have to start, you know, yeah, you know, yeah. So, because that's our point. They know us. Yeah, okay, yeah, you got you. You know what I mean? We know who you are. Y'all been here. The school itself been here since '67.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all been here since '64. So and 67 on the same corner. Right. This building, it was look way different then. Right. In fact, yeah, I love pictures. When you come out after this here, remind me. Let me show you what this looked like. There's a great picture of Malcolm. He's standing where the state office building would eventually be, and he's talking to the crowd. He has his finger up. He's making the point. But right across the street from him is the bar. That's what this was. You know what I mean? All this, you know, then it was a beauty parlor, barbershop, all this whole corner. That was the law school eventually. And you can tell it's us because they go to projects. You can see the projects, ain't there? Yeah. Right. You see that, you see the stores and the, but then you see, right, and then later on, there's a picture of Law and Justice playing with the little girl. He's standing on the side, and the girl looking through the window, right? And you can tell it was a glass door with a metal frame. You know what I mean? So we come from humble beginnings. Absolutely. I again, man, it's important in this class. Like it's 120 discussion, right? Again, I always put those up there because, you know, it's 5%. One of the three things we're gonna do. Every 5%.
Yeah.
You got to retain the knowledge. And retain means what, Prince?
Hold.
Yes. We gonna put it on brain. We gonna hold it on brain. You gonna pop. You know, you gonna quote it because that's important. You need to, because you're gonna have to. You always gonna have to reference. You know, I thought actually, like a lot of five. Let me raise my hand. I thought, cause I'm missing a whole lot of stuff. Is there something wrong with it? You know, 110, 136, 114. Okay. Looks kind of short because I got all up here. Okay. But from the first degree, the first knowledge, with the supreme mathematics, to the last degree in the solar effect, which is Pluto, which is 3,680,000,000 miles away from the sun. That has to be put on. You have to know that impeccably.
That's in 114?
Yeah, that's not just the whole. I'm talking about all of this.
Oh,
What I was just quoting was the last degree in the solar facts.
Okay.
But I'm talking about. We're talking about whole bodies of words to be put on brain.
All right.
Now, again, go back to history. There's different ways of learning. I'm reiterating what we were talking about last week in class. Some of us didn't get it. We wasn't pundit. We wasn't book smart.
Right.
Some of us, man, learned quickly, mouth to ear.
True that.
I learned like that too. I kind of, I need to walk with you. That's why the doctor tell you when you do sneeze or cough, put your hand in your mouth.
Right.
Because you sneeze into your arm instead of throwing it in the atmosphere. Not catch the bloom bliggity. Whatever that is, you got, you understand? Yeah.
It's algae season.
Okay, I got you. No, because the weather changed. You know, you gonna learn that. If you study your lessons, you gonna learn why that is too in the 8th degree. What makes rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes? There's some layers occurring real cold and warm. Some may be swift and changeable. That's the 8th degree in the 140. That's just right here. And because yesterday it rained. You know, all day it rained, right? You got a little let up later because it prepped you for the day, right? But now the difference in these days was that was yesterday, and that day's mathematics was wisdom. That was the second. Yeah. So
Knowledge, wisdom, understanding.
yeah, 1, 2, and 3. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. But they have a great importance. Numerology only plays a part because you're showing an association. It's not mathematics. Mathematics actually is the universal principles of truth. That's the language of God. It's the language of the universe. Although the Western science, they're going to teach you the opposite. I don't know what that dude was talking about. He's incorrect. No, mathematics is a system of numbers and da-da-da-da-da-da. And we can show the etymology of this through all the history of that through, and then here you go. You know, they're going to quote these white people. Euclid and the Pythagoras and all these other people. That did have something to do with that. Right? But once again, the reason why I'm giving you the knowledge is because you was robbed of this fact. You sat in the footsteps of the masters and got it. And I hid that knowledge from you to make you think, nigga, you dumb. What you mean you got this? No, they did that. We're not disputing that. Another good book to read I have is Black People Invented Everything. Because we did. In fact, in the class, I don't know who it was, I need to compliment this brother. He said in the class, we were talking about inventions and how black people invented things. And I was talking about how we were robbed though. Because first they wouldn't pattern our inventions and ideas. Come to find out, the pattern system was created solely for that purpose. You understand it now? And the God said that, and he said that, yeah, God, he said, hey, maybe the pattern system was created to rob us. Because you had people like back during the turn of the century, like Lewis Lattimore and Madam C.J. Walker, and all these other people that invented light bulbs and street lights and all these things, right? But they eventually, like splitting gates. Okay, for instance, Edison, with hands down, the minute he said, I'm designing a light bulb, which he did, right, they patterned that. But you can't turn them, sorry, I'm not going to turn them. You can't, when you flip this switch and that comes on and on, that's because of Lewis Lattimore. The filament in the light, he created. So him and Lattimore was created. Look a little like Lewis Lattimore too, a little bit with the glasses. But okay, I'm sorry to be gross.
No, that's it.
Yeah, damn that nigga. Thomas Edison, school named after this white man. Okay, no, Benjamin Franklin. We were taught that he discovered electricity by a kite. That's what we was taught in school. George went chop down a cherry tree, had wooden teeth, Oh man, we just all kinds of bizarre fallacies they were teaching, right? But in that scheme, you were in the jungle, you was a savage nigga, right? You didn't invent anything. The white man had to come and save you. The best thing happened to you was slavery. This is their idea, and so we had to fight.
Fight back.
Yes, educationally,
Education.
right? To show them that we, the fathers and mothers of civilization, were the authors of all these particular sciences. Again, it's not our position here today to disparage Herodotus or Diodorus or all these other Egyptians, not Egyptians, these Greeks who called our land Egypt, Egyptos, right?
Right.
They want to call it Kemet, Akibulan, or whatever the name is, right? We'll call it that, right? Because it was hard pronouncing Brooklyn, so our name is something else, right?
Portland.
Huh?
Portland.
Okay, no, you talking about something else. Go ahead. You talking about- That's my man. My man, you ain't gonna bring his brand. Yeah, no, we talking about that. All right, so, and fast forward, and like Devon Prince brought up a very great point when I was running with about, in fact, again, a white rabbi, we sitting down, and he was like, well you know, I don't see color. Everybody's one. In part, I get your sentiment, right? But that's foolish, right? One, I get you. You want us to live together, kumbaya, throw your lighters up. But race was a construct created by you to create division during the period of slavery. You know what I mean? You know, for all kinds of reasons, because of your molestation of our women, right? And the child having the white and black gene in him, and to make sure and to ensure that this child is inherit this land plantation. That's when you get the stupid, bizarre terminology. He's an octoroon, and he has 1/8 blood of this and that and whatever, and real, white is superior, black isn't. You know what I mean? Abraham Lincoln even told you. The only reason why I'm creating speech, literally, he said, I'm paraphrasing, because I don't have the speech word for it, like I know Frederick Douglass. I should know that too, and I'm going to make sure I put that on brand. Abraham Lincoln, when they named Lincoln Projects after, called, the great emancipator, right? 1863, created the Emancipation Proclamation, but actually we wasn't really free until about 1865.
Yeah, because
That's
the
when you
Civil War was starting. Then that's when the Civil
Well,
War
it was over, actually.
So what was over?
Over then, yeah. You there. You in the same. We in the same neighborhood, Prince. So, everybody's getting on these plantations, but these people in Texas. Get back in the field, nigga. You pick my cotton. You know what I mean? The whole until the North had to come and free them. This was in June, right? And then that's where we get to Juneteenth from, right? One of the reasons why that's celebrated. In fact, we got days off now because of that, right? But nobody 10 years ago was thinking about that. But little unseen by most. The reason why I have a holiday because I had people that tirelessly labored to make sure that part of history was manifested, that we would see that, like you're not gonna question that to the earth, right? Like we came from niggas to colored, from colored to Negro, and then from Negro to black, right? So you had to go through these, there's another degree in the 1 to 40. One of the smallest degrees in 120. The answer is rather, what's the expiration date of civilization? That's the 35th degree to 1 to 40. Expired 1914, right? 1914. You talking about the turn of the century, right? A lot went on. It was going on then. Communism was about to start. That was about to spread soon. That was 1917. But the onset of Lenin and Marxism and them over there, World War I, that was going down. But more importantly, the truth that was crushed to the earth about your history was being unearthed. You had people, So I remember, I went there. Oh, what's the and you're going to find also with 120. There's a lot of you have to calculate. You're going to find you're going to always come to this number, which equals 1934 in this calendar. You're going to find, when you do a lot of calculation, you're going to find 15,020, which is during the period of when 120 was written, right? And we're taking history from that date, like when the things were, what's the expression, double civilization by 1914, but the first degree and 1 to 40, the different degrees. They go back into the history of when 120 was written. And it's not no schism, because when we go into that history, there's a significant amount of history that goes into proving what we're saying. I'm not just quoting what Elijah said, right? Or what but we can prove further, right? Again, this is just a reference point. What's the day mathematics? Understanding of what today's degree would be, what's the diameter of the planet Earth. But if you want to go to 1 to 10, what's the total population of the original nation here in the woods of North America and all over the planet Earth? And the total population of the original nation here in the woods of North America over the planet Earth is 17 million. Up with the 2 million is make a total of 19 million. All over the planet Earth is 4,400,000,000. That's more of us than it is of them. The 2 million is us also. They just don't know it. Their name isn't Indian, but because it's what they name, okay, bet, boom. Plus them to make a total of 19 here. So that's everybody. Black, brown, and yellow. And all over the planet Earth. Because later on you're going to read, why does the devil call our people African? To separate you. From Haitian, he's Jamaican. He's Puerto Rican, he's Dominican. He's from Venezuela, he's from here. But all these people have one thing in common, you're all black. All right, love your ethnicity. You Haitian? Okay, peace to that. Again, when I hear to disparage people's backgrounds, I have a career, who doesn't? Because all our root is traced back there. It's just that there's a 500 some odd years separation from the point of when you got us here, and the people that live in that continent and those that live here. In fact, the knowledge, the sole purpose why I'm in this classroom, because someone discovered, right? Now, wait a minute, man. Well, the black man with the knowledge and wisdom in the East discovered that, listen, you know what? Hold on. Maybe we all one people. In fact, here's the real diabolical intent, because the Prince brought up a very good point. Slavery, that wasn't no mystery to us, right? In fact, the black and Arabs were in slavery. So that was going. That thing was reciprocal. You had the Arabs coming in grabbing our people. Then you had the blacks, who they would call them Moors, leaving North Africa, going into Europe. Bringing them back and forth. But more, we traveled and just took that whole southern Mediterranean area over. The Punic Wars with Hannibal, and then fast forward, General Tariq and them, the Moors, and they conquered Spain in 711, right? So, but when we fast forward, see, I'm not teaching you that, right? When we finally get over here, and we're emancipated, to come back to my point, then your man Abraham Lincoln said, if I could free some and not free others, I would. If I could end this war without freeing them, I would also. However, know when I do free them that I'm not siding with them. The white man is superior to them. This was Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, And the only reason why he freed, because he was being compelled politically to do so. Because you was losing this war here. I mean, you the president. So you needed to, okay, bet, let me, you know, right? And then, be some beautiful people, man. With your degree gonna teach you, man, how you was ripped. You was stripped of knowledge of self. They took the very, you see, like Devon Prince said last week about, like, well, when that was going on, like, not that I'm telling you not to lose focus, but that wasn't the only thing happening. Like, because you want to see, I don't want you to be narrow-minded. Just focusing on one thing, because while you're looking here, this is what's going on over here. Right. And what I mean by that is this. So, okay, all right, so they enslaved you and brought you here, but there were some other things that was going on. So I need you to see the whole view. Yeah. I need you to see the whole cipher, not just parts. I mean, everything needs to be seen. You know what I mean? And so this way you have a well-rounded picture, right? In fact, one of the again, one of my one of my go-tos when I have these conversations with people, whoever, you know, black too. Well, why are you bringing that up? Look at the advancements and okay, you know, I'm not listening to them. I'm open. Look at where we are now. We're in the 21st century. Why are you hating? I'm not hating. I'm just telling you, don't forget. Why is it hate with me? But you breaking your ankles and you need to see a podiatrist to run across the street to support the people who aren't you, want nothing to do with you, to support or never again with them. And I get them. Okay, never again. You know what I mean? Okay, no question. And then peace you made your point to understand that. I said, but the reason why I'm screaming the loudest here is because you went into this horrific circumstances. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you went into this horrific circumstances. Jewish, and you came out that. Me, I went in Tariq and came out a nigger. Your name is Kenny, boy. You know what I mean? So again, just our language being ripped from us. Right. That was my whole point. And our identity. When actually history best serves, man, and in our lessons as well, that when that was given to them, when that was done, we took everything from them except their language, according to the fourth degree. Mm-hmm. Right. We took everything. When you came among us, we seen that, you know, you was causing problems. We took everything. We ran you and sent you to the caves, right? And then sent somebody to you so that history can be lived out. Now, quite often during the course, a lot of us who've been around with this knowledge, been teaching this for a while, people laughed at us, man. Come on, that shit sound crazy. Yeah, you know, I'm not getting that. What do you mean? And yada 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 yada. You know what I mean? You know, until they come to find until later on, again, like I was talking about this degree, it's revealed that, oh, yo, this is the truth. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, what they're saying, in fact, about last month or month before, National Geographic, you familiar with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, the most noted scientific magazine confirmed that the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad about Yaqub making devil was the white man was real. That process, that's a real process. No, he wasn't crazy. Some 70, 80 years later now, you know what I mean? Now you're confirming, of course, because again, the books that you're going to wind up reading are other authors that confirm to the contrary. Right? When we say, I don't mean it to be no fake bravado. You the father, you the God, man. You the father, and we the mothers of civilization. And the reason why that has to be so adamantly said, because you crushed the truth to the earth, man.
That's right. That's right.
You lie, and you continue to do so now. In fact, unfortunately, because, well, his nonsense don't stop. Once again, you got my man, DeSantos and them in Florida. Governor, I'm gonna exercise my power. I'm the governor, right? This is how we gonna do this one. You not gonna teach black history and teach about Nat Turner and Harry Tubman and how they did. That's what. Here's what you're gonna teach. Because in fact, I'm gonna enact the law to compel you to teach this. Look, here's what we gonna do. You gonna teach how blacks benefited from slavery. Oh, they were blacksmiths, and they would take their clothes and they ate them. Are you serious? You were raping and beating us. What? Are you serious? You know, so I want to teach you about the whole dynamic. See, that was a diabolical dynamic there. In fact, so much so I always do this. It is now 125, and they still making niggas. To this day. That's right. Oh, wait. So much so, I raised my hand too. I ain't gonna say act like I'm holy. I don't do this profusively, but the use of that word. And we do it and made this word fashionable. 8 months ago, I'm downtown on John and Nassau Street, downtown Manhattan. This is the capital, the financial capital, right? White boy, yo, my nigga, you know. I said, what? I was like, and like I'm good, like I'm not, you know, like what? I didn't say nothing. What? That word is fashionable. Why are you looking at me crazy? Right? And don't understand the history of where this word come from. When I call you king of God, though, I'm looked at like I'm crazy. And that's why you lack power. Because you think like a nigga. Yeah, absolutely. Sure you can.
The word has even more deeper.
Yeah, sure. Add on.
In terms of the word negus, Negus, right? Meaning king, right? So
okay.
How that word was grafted and then
turned
to nigga.
Beautiful. Look at the
So I just wanted to add that on there. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you great. You did that. Right. This is the word you talking about.
Yeah.
Negas.
Yes.
Right. Now, we have to, in fact.
Negas or there's
N-E-G-U-S
too.
I've
heard US.
But the ancient word that refers to you being the king is in here. I'm just a misspell. Okay. They might think it's U.S. I'm putting the U here.
Yeah.
Negas. So, there's we gotta get to this. What's the name of the
What?
The video that you showed me before that we haven't seen yet.
Oh, the prophecy of reincarnation.
Yeah, it goes right into that.
Right.
Prophecy of reincarnation. It goes into crazy name because you don't get reincarnation, but I get the principle.
Right.
Because I understand because reincarnation to do celebrities. Yeah, come on in.
Since I know there's a word called amelioration, right? So that's like when you take a word and you transform it into you take the negativity out of it.
Okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You take the negativity. So it's almost like the word originally meant like king, right? And then it was drafted or transformed into a negative, and then brothers turned it around back to nigga.
Okay, I get what you're saying. However,
but we can't negate the history of this. What I'm
saying. No. So no question. I got you. But nigger doesn't have an etymology, meaning the history where the word is derived from. It's rooted in that word. Right. This actually because the I believe I'm using because it's homonym, synonym, and antonym. The sounding of the name. See, it sounds right.
Sounds
right. You get it, right? Like people say, oh, the nigga comes from the word Niger, like the Niger River, and
right.
You know,
No, but it definitely was made. It was definitely
and
no,
for nigga. And for nigga, too.
it was definitely made into a negative word.
No, but
it
you're
has
right.
It has a horrific history
No.
to it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to acknowledge that,
Yo, you're correct, God. You're correct.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Well, we can remember the last poets, man. Said, niggas are this, niggas are that. I'm a nigga too, because niggas are me, and I should only be that which is me. And then we go up in time, man, where from niggas to niggas, N-I-G-G-A-H-S, where certain people justify, no, man, when I say nigga, that means something different than nigga. You know? But you're
Like,
right.
it doesn't have the same negative connotation as the word that's being used.
Right, they tried to clean it up like it become acceptable to where it is now, but you know, that's my nigga. Or white. Of every ethnicity, there's nigga this, nigga that. You know? We thought that it would die off like just like wearing your pants down, but that says gaining more strength as we go on. You know, so God is right, ameliorated. It's become part of the American lexicon now.
yeah, okay.
Like it's all right.
Okay.
Like it's
Okay,
all right.
great signs.
That's right.
Um,
Like bitch and hoe.
mhm.
You know? It comes to a point where they accept it. They do like take a cavalier approach to I know what it means, but it don't mean nothing. It's harmless. You know? Not knowing that words have an effect. Just like you brought up before, God, about we going to rally to the side of the people that don't give a damn about us and who have lied about their own history.
Right.
You know, are so quick to talk about how they have been persecuted, the Holocaust, but not realizing at that period of time how all these U.S. corporations run by Schiff, Prescott Bush, and the rest of them, man, funded the very man that y'all say wiped out your own people, and you came across your own people. You funded the man. So we're dealing with people, man, that are very conniving.
Yeah.
To the point, man, where now they got our own people confused about their own history, accepting whatever they say is being gold. You know what I'm saying? They invented Jesus. They gave you a Bible that's full of lies. You know, so what is the actual truth? Just like you said about Egypt. That was named by the Greeks. We called it Kemet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. So
you see it.
yeah. So a significant amount of this information definitely taken from you, right? And then you had people that we have up on this wall, and people who don't have that were there. You know, like, again, we always got to bring up my man Noble Ali.
Right.
You know, then Marcus Garvey. You know, and you have minor and major. I say minor, not to trivialize, to make insignificant the point, because you have people that wrote books and had other contributions to the awakening of black people.
Sure.
You know what I mean? However, peace, God, peace, yeah. So, so because of this very same science, because the continuation of keeping you dark, right, keeping you unaware of this knowledge and wisdom. Then, you know, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, then, Allah, who, you know, starts and is the leader of the Allah's 5%, you know, nation guards and earth. And our whole purpose is education. You know, one though that will enable you to be self-sufficient. That's very important. And by self-sufficient, we mean how you're able to do for self. You know, because it's not enough just to go to school. That's good. Yeah. It's not enough that, you know, that we go to school, but you, because you have people that book learn. I mean, not book learn, but you have people that have this knowledge, that know how to grow. I never went to school. In fact, a good case in point was Malcolm. He had an 8th grade education. Honorable Elijah Muhammad had only a fourth grade education, right? A lot of great men, surprisingly, and women, right? I mean, I had formal education. Me having formal doesn't mean, formal education only means you're marketable, because you need to be that.
Right.
Right. But I know a whole lot of dumb individuals with a master's degree and the bachelor's. Right. But you got some brothers come straight, like my young brothers say, down out the mud, I mean, from the basic, from the root. Right. Coming straight from there that started businesses and roads and you were baffled at their feat of growth. That actually came from their willingness to want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't want to stay stuck. And I just took it and I went and did what I needed to do. But that comes from education. And that's a good point though, because it shows one to be self-sufficient. Lastly, Allah said during the 60s, during the time, you know what I mean, when we wasn't living like, see Harlem now. Harlem, and not just Harlem, but the 5 boroughs. And that's the world over too. We lived, and I keep going there, man, in abject poverty almost. Like these hoods were eyesores.
That's right.
Yeah, there was no, you had to, but the difference being, there was a sense of community. Yeah, people loved one another. Yeah, I keep going. I got it historically. We can give this book for him. Let me get right back to you. Because during the time when he did this, as you read in some of their histories, right? They talk about certain stores like chock full of nuts and Woolworths and all those stores that we might be familiar with. You know what I mean? Back then, but and then whites were in there too. They own these stores and these buildings, but there were a lot of mom and pop stores.
Mm-hmm.
See, we had our own also in there, right? In fact, Harlem, yeah, where'd that name come from?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, it came from the Dutch, right? You know what I mean? But of course, again, black people. Let me say something, man. What make us so beautiful and great, man? Because everything we do, we have a swag to it. Your name, everything. Even, don't disrespect, I'm not trying to give big up, even how we fashionably made the word nigga sound different. Oh, look, how you gonna say, well, I mean, again, I'm looking at things objectively. But Harlem, that was a Dutch name. In fact, New York was called New Amsterdam, right? The whole New York. And Harlem was this village. You know what I mean? And it wasn't until later on a large influx of blacks started coming in here and moving these whites out, because we was coming in here, over here. We settled here. Simultaneously, during this period, we were living in places like Central Park, which was called Seneca Village. Yeah, right. And this is what I'm saying about us, man. And we coming from the bootstraps of like lack of knowledge, and we creating stores and businesses. Huh? Here and abroad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Seneca, that sound like Indian.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, yeah. Well, that too, because they live. Yeah, yes. Seneca Village. Yeah. Seneca, something like that. There. Yeah. But that was a whole black. And what happened was the real estate developers wanted the land. Right. But see, here go my thing. Once again, I'm not even mad at you wanting the land. And I'm not mad at black people had to move. Here go my point, but you crushed the history. You crushed what we did. Oh, black people live here? No, they didn't. Give me, somebody got a pen? No, I got it. There you go. Yeah. It's a pen. I keep saying it. Every class, baby. Talking about a 9mm. I got a pen. The only reason why you holding the gun, stupid, is because I wrote that into history. How about that one? You ain't did it because you was tough. You did it because I wrote that into history. I wrote, I mean, they wrote. Nice pen too, bro. Let me say, no. You know I'm playing. No. I'm a pen person. That's why I said that. Yeah, but no. But yet the pen is an old saying. The pen is mightier than the sword.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? No question, gun is dangerous, absolutely. But I go the whole history, and you walk right into it. Right. How did I do that? Okay, bet. The same sense of community that we had, I made sure that I had things interrupt that. And when I interrupt the sense of community, then I have you again divide and conquer. Right? Back then, there was no, I mean, there was East Harlem with El Barrio, yeah, no question, it still is. But there was no, okay, like West Side Story, you over there, okay, those are my peoples too. Right, like the guy was saying, man, he was part of that team of people. With Felipe Luciano and the Young Lords, they was fighting for sanitation. Because there was no sanitation trucks and infrastructures. Fuck you, nigga. We'll pick the garbage up when we want to. You a poor black and Puerto Rican, what? What you gonna do? We can overcome. To them young dudes later. No disrespect. I don't want to slight my people who fought and protested. But the youth again, going back to my point, they were like, yo man, I hear you, man. You know what? We ain't doing that one. We ain't gonna do that. Slap me in the face. I'm slapping you in the face. Right. Yes, sir.
And on top of that, they took over the church because in Harlem, because they seen that it was like 6 days out of the week. In a documentary that I saw, one of the young lords saying, this church is not being used for anything, so they went in there and started utilizing the church for the community.
Oh, being the young lords took over the church. Okay, for that platform.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, got you. Yeah, okay, right.
Over that, and then they put the garbage all out in the middle of the street, and they burnt it.
Yeah, okay.
Because the city wasn't doing nothing. They say, they ghetto people, they live in filth or whatever, and they didn't want to do nothing. They wasn't collecting the garbage and the trash.
Okay.
So they decided, just take matters on their own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you for that. Okay, that's right. That's right. Simultaneously, while the Panthers here in the board were fighting, you had to fight so many fronts to elevate the standards of our condition, right? And again, what's the point? What's the point of me running my mouth about this? Because again, Marcus Garvey said, history is important to people like roots are to a tree, right? When you know your history, you know things around you, the knowledge itself. When you know who you are, then you know about everything around you. Now, I'm repetitive with that. I'm constantly going to say that. Because when you lack knowledge, you nonchalant. I didn't care neither until I got the knowledge. I was just whatever you told me. Okay. George, Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. Okay. George Washington cut down the cherry tree. He did. Benjamin Franklin did the so-and-so. And I'm just running around. Christopher Columbus discovered America. And I'm running with this. Mm-hmm. And actually arguing with some of my youthful contemporaries, peers, who got the knowledge. Yeah, I'm the God. This dude crazy. I was saying, he said, what you said? He said me and Jeff grew up together. I'm calling Jeff. Yo, Jeff, what's good, man? What's happening? Yeah, that's not my name. My name is Justice. What? Come on, man. What's your mom? Yeah, your mom named you Jeff, man. Stop playing, man. Right, God will strike you dead. I mean, I'm just running around and, I had no, I'm just running with this. But then, a person with knowledge, or a person who's knowledgeable, not to be a 5%, but a person who's knowledgeable. Okay. What God are you referring to? Don't get offended by my question. Since you went there, since I'm not the person whom, then what are you referring to? Oh, I don't know. I'm just popularizing what I heard. I don't really know. You know what I mean? So then later on, I eventually get the knowledge, and then I get to understanding. Day mathematics. And I see it. Then when they're in the parks teaching, right, Divine Prince and all these other brothers, I'm hearing it. The very same thing I'm talking about. I say, what? Jesus was this, and whatever, so. And then, again, when you hear people say this, I meant to say this in the Parliament, because my man Bonegard went in. Jesus don't exist, and he didn't do this and that, and I get you.
Yeah.
There's a science. I always say he does. He didn't exist in the manner in which they say he did. See, again, when we speak our truth, we speak it from our frame of reference. But our frame of reference is not a schism. It's not no, oh, I'm just saying it to be. No, we can prove that. You want me to go somewhere to prove it, to confirm what I'm saying? Not a problem. Why did he take Jerusalem from the devil and how long ago? That's the 5th degree and the 1 to 14. Because one of my righteous brothers, who was a prophet by the name of Jesus, was buried there. Now, so if I'm saying that Jesus existed, I'm kind of like slighting his degree, but then historically, we understand what this degree is talking about. But, you know, but in so many words, what's Jesus? Just us. Right? Right? Because it was always us there. Right? Yeah, it was always us there. You know, don't deny. There's arguments. Okay, again, my story to that I'm going to move on is this. You and, you were born black. You want to share with you born black? You good there?
I'm good, right?
Yeah. You were born.
H God.
Yeah, you were born black. You were born black. Walking down the street. You're teaching, but your teaching, man, is like it's not getting in my pocket. I'm the Pharisees. I'm the big dog. I'm the government. Right. I'm taxing y'all. But you and him see. I'm not paying you no tax. I'm teaching the truth. Now, no, there was no church. There was no Catholic. There was none of that. No religion. I'm just teaching. We just teaching. You walking around. But then, today is 2, tomorrow is 5. Tomorrow is 5 and then it's 10. So this truth is growing. But then it's also impacting how they go about doing their thing. I use myself. How we go about doing our thing. So I'm like, man, come on, man. Somebody go, who? They say Jesus and born black and sun God in this case. Okay, yo, my man, you born black? Yeah, you can't be walking around here talking about, man, the black man is God, and you're not gonna pay me, and you know. But then they see also, y'all going looking at me. I'm not scared of you. I'm looking at you like you crazy right now. You know, yeah, I'm telling my people, are you gonna feed him? You meatball? Right? Because you only thinking about yourself and your government, right? So then but then he sees the team because you enforcing the law. We ain't playing. See. You gotta implement that too. Yeah, with what? Whatever the gap was back then.
No.
I got a quick question. The pagans, the pagans.
Yeah.
Those are Caucasian people, right?
The who?
The
Pagans.
Pagans.
Yeah.
But it could be and it might not be.
Pagan.
Just means worshiping of many gods.
Yeah, right.
Polytheism, like they it's not one God, it's many gods, like the God of air, the God of the trees, the God of the water, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's what that means.
It's kind of like you know,
Worship more than one thing.
Okay.
More than one thing. Okay. It's more than one God. You know what I'm
You ain't
saying?
gotta be white to be a pagan.
You know?
So you don't have to be white. I mean,
You got a lot of pagans
You got a lot of
nowadays.
pagans that's like worship
You got a lot of pagans
items
now.
that's
you got black
don't
people
have no
too.
meaning, you know.
Right.
Yeah, no, the reason I asked because I was reading a history about Jesus and they was speaking about the pagans, so I just wanted to make sure what they was referring to, you know.
You see, they were actually refer in reference to Christianity versus Buddhism. You know, because the Buddhists would worship anything.
Yeah.
And Buddha would worship wood, water, fire, whatever. But Buddha makes his own God. Like there used to be a saying,
The distortion of Buddha.
if you see a Christian and a Buddhist, who you kill first? Kill the Buddhist first. That's a whole
many
saying.
gods.
So it don't have to be a
It don't have to be
Caucasian
the
or
ethnicity.
original
No,
person.
no.
It's just like a person that idolized stuff.
Right. Another way of saying that someone that's uncivilized is a pagan. He hasn't been
All right.
he hasn't been orientated into, you know.
Okay.
The Greeks also had many gods, you know, like
Right.
Hercules, Apollo,
Right.
and Mars, like which was, you know, like some of the planets were
That's
named
what
after.
Yeah, the Venus too.
She was a goddess.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And the Norse as well. You know,
Yeah.
the Norsemen, they have many gods as well.
Yeah, the Vikings and all that. Yeah. Now they come from the mind of the Europeans, right? So, good 2 points you make, though.
Right.
Well, both of you in Divine Prince, because your degree says, what is the birth record of said nations other than Islam? Christianity is 551 years old, and Buddhism is 35,000, right? But these were two men, right, who actually walked, right? But then, like, when in fact, the story always goes like this here. When the leader leaves, quite often, right, I'm gonna change the teachings to make it easier. I ain't trying to go to the same script you doing. I'm gonna change that. So if I change the script, I'm changing the story, right? And then also the identity of Buddha, right? Which is why the Indians were exiled 16,000 years ago from India. Their original, it's the traveling and the route from there. Their story is almost like when we ran the Caucasian across the hot Arabian desert, right? But you took the teachings of Buddha and you just wowed out with it, right? You got this fat Oriental looking man, and that's Buddha. How you gonna say with so and so? Okay, read Blacks in Early Asia by Ivan Van Sertima. There you go. I ain't gonna sit up here in freestyle. What book would you like me? Or what white author? Because we still got that mentality inside of us. Well, that's a black. We can be impartial. Look at my man here. There you go. So I won this book today, In Defense of Stolen Legacy. Stolen Legacy was a book that was written by George G.M. James, right? Talked about literally how he stole your history, right? But because his book was so profoundly, it impacted people so profoundly in education, you had like mad white authors that were like, historians that were arguing to the contrary. That they didn't do X, Y, Z. And he's showing you, people who actually white authors. We can be impartial here, So in Christianity, you're 551 years old. Same thing. And my story ends with this. Then I knock you and Born off because you're a teacher, right? And then check out what I do. Here's how the plot truly thickens. Later, much later, I create religion, and the very people who I despise, who were we're not born in Sun God. We're going to use their names, but the identity will change, and the whole principle. So it looked like the enemy sided with Constantine. Because when you read the Nicene Council, if you're not looking, you'll think that it was just some clergy that came together because they wanted to talk about Catholicism or Catholicism and all. No. They came in to diabolically come together with the idea to spread this nonsense to the four corners of the planet Earth. 325 AD. Yeah, so it did. You got that whole history. You got to read how they went to perpetuate that. Right? This is how religion was created. Now, in this degree, it goes into, like, again, I told you about dates. You go in 120, because brother's going to ask you, show and prove. That's a 5%'er's favorite model. And rightly so. Because people going to ask us that. I learned the hard way. Running up on people telling them I'm God. Because I quoted impeccably the whole 120. How? What do you mean Jesus didn't exist? You sound crazy, my man. Oh, you came from jail with that. You one of them. You know what I mean? Yeah, you one of them dudes. You know what I mean? You one of them prison philosophers. Yeah, okay, what happened? You got? Okay, yeah. I'll catch you later. Right? Until an intelligent person asks you, what do you mean? I was called, that helped me twofold. It caught me off guard, showed me what I didn't know, what I needed to know, but it also showed me how other people, because when you had the conversation, I didn't know that. Let me read that, and then later on they got the idea. Right? I'm not trying to. We're not here to disparage you, but since you went there, let's continue. Right? Because he ain't playing. This dude is not playing. It's always been about separation, whatever. In fact, Marcus Garvey, UNIA, great idea. What they do, created some mail for and got him out of here. Noble Drew Ali, I guess anytime greatness or science comes, even now, whatever's going to be prevalent to get you out this rut that you in, right? Oh, no. Do something to counter that. Do something to counter. I don't care what it is. You ain't got to be no 5%er. But if you a black man, because Malcolm said that, when pressure comes, it don't come because you a Christian, or you a black Muslim, or it's because you black. That's the vessel you traveling in. But when this pressure is applied, especially when you're teaching the truth, right? You become a billionaire and you effectuating change. Okay, no, we gotta do something. We gotta slander him. We gotta do something. People waking up now. I'm not doing that. No, we not voting for him. No, we go do this. I'm taking my money, educating people, and bring. Oh no, he's a threat. All you gotta do is say this here. Take Harlem back, and you do get him out the way. I went to no bullshit. I went to this nice burger on 118th Street. I see my Line of Justice on 18th Street. It's called Harlem Burger Company. 2 black people in there. The black man was cooking. Sister was at the thing. I said, okay. The day it rained. Yesterday.
Yesterday rained.
Yeah. Yesterday? The day before yesterday, I'm sorry. It rained 2 days.
It rained all
the whole week. Yeah. So anyway, it was Thursday. So get there. Right, I'm sitting down. I got the burger and the fry. I'm sitting down. Okay, now nice music. Oh, you know what caught me? Culture. I see the picture of Biggie and Nas' face with Biggie's crown. I said, well, that's crazy. I said, okay, like that. I said, let me come in here. I said, let me look at that. So I looked around. See? You see the advertisement, something else, I catch you. Because they caught me with that one. So I said, well, you got Nas on, and they got Biggie, and they got the crown. Like, okay, bet. I said, okay, this is nice. I said, yeah, I'm off the muscle. Look at the menu, because I ain't important, make sure you ain't slipping me that Mickey. I said, okay, yeah, let me get, let me get that burger and fries, sis. I said, yeah, okay, bet. I said, he goes punch for me. I said, yeah, how you doing? Because, the whole area downtown Harlem is like Greenwich Village almost. Mm-hmm. Right? So I said, I said, yeah, who? I said, damn, sis, I'm smiling. Because I'm hoping she's going to say, right. I said, damn, who owns this spot here? I'm thinking, with the whole ambiance, it had to be somebody black. So, oh yeah, this European guy, he lives across the street. I said, okay. Didn't lose a beat. Thank you for the meal. Just because I get it. I already knew. No, not already knew that, but I already knew how they just chopped up and divided that. It got Harlem back. And I'll tell you, Harlem originally was Dutch, right? That was whites. That's us. Us being them. Yeah, to say that because speaking rhetorically from that perspective, right? But then later on, here we come. They move out. They're the Bronx, Brooklyn, all these other places. Peter Stuyvesant, read them names. All these people, they wasn't, they were part of that team that came in 1625 and all around that period, right?
Then we got all the five boroughs. But most of the whites moved to Westchester and Long Island.
Okay, yes, Prince, okay. The apple works, oh man. What do you mean? You got another one there? Let me get one of them apples. Yes, they did travel there.
See, we got to
That's right. And we're fine now. Okay, that's peace, that's right.
See, well, we got to understand, we got to take ownership, man, or ownership of whatever. Yes, they moved, but not all of them.
No.
See, the suburbs didn't get popular in Long Island until after World War II when they started building up Levittown, right? Yeah. But right here in Harlem, there were pockets of white communities, man, that you wouldn't even venture into because it's kept us here in the bottom. But there's another side of Harlem, man, that's beautiful. See, like you go across, what's this park off of First Avenue where they have the library?
On the side. I'm talking about
west or east?
Where's that?
Going towards
Lower Manhattan?
A train?
No, further where the number 1 train runs up there.
Oh, you're on Broadway.
Broadway.
I guarantee you.
Amsterdam That
Right.
park right there,
Right.
Amsterdam, yeah.
Oh yeah, well you're going
so much
into
folks there.
actually, you talking about Harlem, Black Harlem. You
Right.
talking Compton, say Nick 8th, that area.
Right.
That's uptown.
Uptown.
Uptown, yeah.
Right.
So but that area, you're correct, God. That area uptown always been reserved. That's always been them.
Right.
That always been them on that
Always.
side.
That's
That Columbia
right?
University,
Yeah,
in
yeah,
that area,
yeah,
yeah.
that's
In
what I'm
that area,
talking
yeah. Grant,
Riverside Park.
yeah, Riverside Park,
Riverside
yeah.
Park.
Yeah, in that area, yeah. That strip was us too, but they was able to settle.
As soon as you hit LaSalle, right there.
Yeah,
in
yes,
Amsterdam,
yes.
All, that's what you talking about.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you,
up.
Mo. That's right.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's right. Right, but they always kept historically that area a little
They kept
bit.
them areas.
Yeah.
I was raised down there.
Yeah. No question. You know, so we have encapsulated this
Central
whole
Park
area.
West.
Right.
But then they
All that.
again land. Okay, your degrees again, right? Stop playing here, man. We know that. How much useful land is used every day by the total population?
Mhm.
What's the total square mileage? How much useful land is original man used? In this case, we talking land geographically and on a very broad scale. But I'm talking about right here, like where you like Condon Avenue, Sugar Hill,
Right.
Brooklyn too.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, Brooklyn go hard. Maybe right, boy, Bedford and Nostrand. Like you said, but now we go back to your point. Brooklyn stole the couch, right? But because they were hard. But see, they said do or die, never ran, never will. They literally meant that. We talking about the '60s. Like people, you fought or died, you pimped or died, you hustled or died. Cause things were hard.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't on this, you know, like the Metro card. You know, I mean, I was buying the trade. It was still tokens. So you know, yeah, you know.
Piece of paper that'll get on the bus.
Yeah, you know, right. You know, you had to fight. You know, because, well, all of us like that. That's coming up with, you had to fight. Even if you couldn't, you know, you had to at least have heart.
There was no one to get no gun, no.
Yeah, there was not. Yeah, man. Shooting the five around, you know, whatever. Then that was that. You know, peace, God. Yeah.
Yeah, that I was gonna say, God,
Yeah,
that,
thanks, God.
that I know that from studying 120, you know, in that knowledge degree in the student enrollment, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, the original man is the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet, earth, father, civilization, God, the universe. But, you know, I should have read the book earlier, you know what I'm saying, that I remember the parliament when we was in Medina, when, I think last year, the Law of Mathematics was selling books.
Okay.
There was a book there that's called Black People Invented
Oh, I got that,
Everything.
got
And
that.
I started reading that book. More,
Okay, peace, Mo. Thank you, man. Come again, big brother. Okay.
you got more evidence there, you know what I'm saying, and references to show and prove that. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
right,
Because
right,
everything
absolutely,
on
absolutely.
this planet was invented by
By
us.
black people.
You know what I'm saying? And then it just started lighting up more, you know, things, questions that I had in my mind because I kept reading the book because I kept saying, why some of the Indians, like, you know, they looked at like pale, you know what I'm saying? Some you know, and I started reading the book and it was because, you know, they started mixing, you know what I'm saying? And that's how they became like that. But originally they were all of a melanin, you know, brown skin and, you know, not a seed. Brown skin complexion, you know what I'm saying? They just started getting like that, you know, cause they started mixing. Also, and that time it was like with the white privilege, you know what I'm saying? Like people with a lighter complexion were getting treated better than a person that have a darker complexion. So that's how that came about, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, and it's way more stuff in there, you know what I'm saying? Because there's way more stuff in there that, you know, proves that we the originators of everything.
Okay.
Everything that you see, they just flip the history around
Indeed.
Right.
to their convenience.
And what they stole from us, like people want to highlight Tuskegee, you know, what they did to black men. But very few know about Henrietta Lacks, you know, where they took this black woman's, you know, cells, right? And they used these cells that was because they wondered why her cells kept replicating. She wouldn't die. She died, but her cells kept replicating. On and on and on. And from that, man, all kind of medicine. They came up with the first vaccine for polio, you know, and their cells are still living. You know, and it astounded the medical community. How is this woman's her name was Henrietta Lacks, you know? But time and time again, they always take from the black to increase their wealth and power. You know what I'm saying? And it's
what they do.
it's criminal.
Okay.
That we don't get you to do.
Huh?
I said to extend the expiration date.
Yes,
Right.
indeed.
That's right, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
peace, God.
Peace, God.
That which has a beginning has an ending, right? Correct, because we didn't create. We didn't. That race is not up. You know, we're not doing that, right? Just like I remember, Kaheem, one of my first, my Boniquan brown seed 5%. One of my greatest misnomers. That wasn't a misnomer. Foul error. 1974, we in the park. He got the ponytail walking around. God never played with him. Kind of, yeah. So I said, oh, yo, God, we got white 5%ers? So he caught it. Shah, I never get that. It's just how I met him. He walked around the podium. You know, not the where we speak at. So we talk to you, man. Right? He said, oh, the only reason, so what's the matter? He said, come over here, man. You calling me a white man? I said, yo, God, let me tell you the whole truth, too. I said, legs shaking. I'm like, his eyes was red. He ready to give him, because we're coming from a time where once you told him you got 120, it was on popping. Yeah. Oh, you swore better be. He said, keep your head up, look at me, man, young guy. I said, no, what I was saying was, the white people, I tried to, so anyway, after you get through that, then God gave me the history. Come on, Milwaukee, man. I didn't have a clue until later on what he was talking about. Don Pedro Beasley Campos and that, Puerto Rican, they called me a Puerto Rican, it's like so-and-so, right? But then this is where I get this from, too, that, but we're not here to disparage your ethnicity. It's who you are. Right? But you need to understand we one people and don't get caught up in the division. But then understand the origin of where you come from. Right? Then all these times he was hitting me, I was like punch drunk. Right? Until later on I got to understanding, the science of what he was referring to. It was the point where I was making this. But anyway, so that occurred. Right? That occurred. But again, the purpose of having knowledge, right? Okay. The Divine Prince said it though. It's always been let me separate, right? And I get it. You a black seed, even though we know that black seed, he's black seed, but we thought the seed, right? Ain't no separating here. We don't do that here. That shit here. I know what you mean. One is not in the other, but we all black here. Black is a state of supreme consciousness manifested from knowledge and wisdom once you have the proper knowledge of yourself. But we do black in melanin, the content of your skin, biologically and scientifically lets me know that you do go back to the tree. But do you have the knowledge and wisdom? Are you activating off these principles? See, that's a whole nother dynamic. Right. And when you understand that, that's why like later on, I remember I told Universal Sham God. Right? He was talking about the flag. Came to him, God. I said, God, because we came up with the 80 degrees and 45, the 90 degrees and the 45, and listen, man, come on, we need to, because I know God has he had his understanding because he designed the flag.
The universal flag of Islam.
Yeah, right. So he passes, not passes, but he gives you the foundation.
And you got to build.
Right, God. Thank you, God. Say no more. Thank you for that. Right. I'm not gonna try to keep popular because the God infinite writes a degree. You can't bet that's a degree. We go, yay! That degree we great understanding. Let's say, the mind is great. Going on to the man. No, that's it. God is not a spoken spirit. He's a black man in Asia. But he comes not as a spoken spirit, but as a black man in Asia. Oh yeah, ooh yeah. But okay, that's great. I get what you're saying, but I know what he meant. What do you mean? Right. How do you see in that? See, that's why the day mathematics is
understanding.
And understanding means to
see.
There you go. How do you see it? When I frame the signs is, how do you see it? Oh wait, yes. I know if I was to ask this question here, we'll get similar definitions of what understanding is, okay, peace. But for those that go further, we go journey different places with understanding. Understanding means to see. Understanding is this, it's drawn up from knowledge and wisdom. And knowledge and wisdom means, I got you, God. Go ahead and do next. My study. That's how I'm able to see it, because I'm studying, like you're reading a book.
I'm studying.
Yes, indeed, absolutely. I see.
Righteous man.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
I just want to know, the divine prince in the book, is this the divine prince they talking about?
Yeah.
The course of our God, yeah.
Yeah, divine prince, Allah is God. This is where I'm at in the book. So to get my understanding, I said, let
Divine
me see
prince,
if
Allah
this
is
divine
God.
prince that I'm reading about in the book.
Okay, what book are you reading? Let me see.
The righteous way. You
Oh, the
in
righteous
here
way.
too.
Okay, huh?
You in here
Oh
too.
yeah, no question. Okay,
Yes, that's
I
it.
got you, Gandhi.
I just want to pose a question. Is there a difference between understanding and overstanding?
Oh, don't do that, God. Oh, no, you didn't, man.
Just
Okay, God, I never thought I would use my big brother.
I really like to.
No, now sorry for God. Let me cut that to the chase. That's
That's
the
just
metal
a
card
saying,
you
man. That's just a saying. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
no, that's there you go. Listen.
All right, we clear.
Yeah, I remember
That's
when
not
they
the
was.
same,
when-
though,
Huh?
It's something that, like you said, you see how easy people dismiss it?
Mhm.
Although I agree with the God 1%, it should be like, but at the same time, I want to point out that, you bring it up for a reason, and he shuns it for a reason too.
Okay,
Overstanding is something that's serious because there's a whole movement behind that concept. Like,
okay,
it comes from the coast, from the Caribbean, from the West Coast, from the West Indies, through Jamaican, through all that, right? That's where you get the overstanding and all that science from. But like the God said, that's no wisdom. Because it's dealing with Malachi York science and all the kind of sciences that's
All to
mixed up
say
in
that
that.
it's not our language, and one can get confounded or confused in how we apply certain
right.
things.
Well, excellent point.
We're gonna find it in the
One should
dictionary,
be
though.
delving in that.
I'm sorry, someone on your
Yeah,
elbow?
that
I'm
just-
sorry, someone on your elbow? Put your hand up.
No, when you said that, I remember one time I was in the park and I told the Jamaican, you understand? He said, me no understand, me overstand. Yo, he got tight.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's right.
what you, I mean, don't take it. Yeah, I said, I was trying to figure out why he was getting so hostile. Me not understand, me overstand.
Okay.
I was like, okay, so you overstand then.
See, so right there, he's trying to say that under his overstanding is greater than your understanding.
Right.
Well,
These are the kind of things we
What's
do.
if you allow that?
Peace. You go
That's
back to
why
God's
English
point.
is trickery.
No. Trickery only
The language.
historically. All right. This is how. Okay, like the Creole language. It was created to confuse the whites. Right. The mixture of this and that and whatever. Right. Yard man and all the language was created to, because in fact, thank you for that historically again, Infinite.
Peace along. I don't mean to interrupt you,
But you did.
I
Yeah.
gotta interrupt you, let you know that we got the God brought some kids in, he gonna bring them in to observe the class.
Okay.
Alright?
Okay, no
Make
problem.
more room.
That's
Okay, so we got chairs.
They can bench it.
Huh? Yeah. Okay, well, we got some, but if they want to sit down, here, put some chairs over here for them.
I went to the
Yeah.
church today,
make room for
chapter 3, and it went to the desert. Chapter 3.
Okay.
Come on through, y'all.
From the book. Every time I see your name, in history,
Okay.
I see your name, and like it's
Okay.
different.
You're welcome.
books I
Come on in.
keep going into. I keep
See,
seeing
y'all, come on in.
I'm like, whoa.
You got three. Come on, you got a seat here. This is an honor. This is an honor. This is an honor here. All of you, peace, love. Welcome to those who just came in. Peace to y'all. Welcome to law school in Mecca. We start with the babies, man. What's your name? Who? Enzel. Peace, Enzel. Yai? Yai. Yai. Okay, Yai. Azu. Okay. Azu, that's it correct? I know I'm gonna have to keep going back and forth, so help me out. Your name again? Azu. Spell that. A-Z-U. I'm coming back to you in a minute. That's a mean hand there. Yeah.
C-I-Y.
C-I-Y. Peace, God. Peace, man. And y'all coming from? These your seeds? Oh, peace to you and them. So, and your, where you coming from?
We went from Japan.
Oh, straight from Japan here.
I mean, yeah, we stopped. We was here for a couple of days, but then
Okay.
we just started to now why last night.
Okay. Okay, and you've been there how long?
20, 30 years.
Okay, oh, peace. Wow, that's deep history there. God said he's been in Japan for 20, 30 years. These are his children. Peace. And how old are you? 12, okay, 7, 9, okay. And peace, what's your name? Peace, your name is?
University.
Peace, University. Where you from?
BK.
Okay, peace, okay. Okay, wow, peace, man, I see you. All right, so peace, everybody. Peace to the Queen. And, Suzanne. So thank you all for coming. This is the law school. Let me start there. You know, welcome to it. This is the school that was started. Give me hold your book a minute. Because I'm sure you just reiterated some things I'm sure, you know, the father told you. But you can leave it. And the founder of the 5%, man Justice. It's a true history of the law and its 5%. It's about a book that was written by men who were there during that period. This is in the 60s. This school was started in 1967 for the sole purpose of education. Education, having knowledge itself, so like the father teaching you, you know. But we come from out the homes here, the 5%, like your father and other people. You know what I mean? You had the honor to be born into the knowledge. You know, some of us, we had to get the knowledge. So the knowledge means to know, right? Because I want to speak the language simple, and I want to, you know, and if you don't understand what I'm saying, you could just let me know. Say, what are you talking about, right? So this knowledge about who we are, right? You got a good name because we were talking about, because the black man actually and the woman is Asiatic. When you go to school, you're going to find that Asia and the lands was specifically designed in a central location for people, like Japan and Korea, Indonesia, China. These areas we call what is Asia. But when you go into history, right, again, you'll find that the whole earth at one point was Asia, because since we're talking about the black man and we're talking about, and the black woman, that's you and her, your father and the children, we're talking about all of us. So we were the, okay, yeah, so absolutely, God. Oh, you
I'm standing right here. I'm standing right
oh,
here.
you leave the door open? You leave the door open, yeah. So, yeah, right. So, so that, and that meant that, you know, we're the natural landlord. You know what a landlord is? A landlord. You know what a landlord is? Okay, what do you think it is?
The Lord of the land.
Okay, close, yes.
That's what I thought.
Okay, what about you? You got any thoughts on that subject? If you don't know, that's all right. Huh? What he said?
I don't know.
Okay, got you. No, but we there. Yet Lord of the land, well, the person who's the owner, right, of the land. So yeah, the Lord of the land, or the Lord of this house. In this case, I'm talking about land, right? And that's a lot to take in right now. But so when we say Asiatic, that's what we mean, and that's part of our education. So again, Allah, black man, that's who introduced. He introduced himself to us, taught us. A lot of us were children ourselves to go to school, because school is important, right? School's important. School's important. What about school's important? That's right. Depending on where school is, yes.
On the map, wasn't it Asia Major
And
Asia Minor?
there was Asia
That's
Major.
how it was split.
Yeah.
Asia Major and Asia Minor.
Yeah, well, both, you know, the different sections geographically. But I was trying. Yes, and yes.
That was the
So,
easiest way to explain it, right?
yes. Well, major and minor parts geographically of land, big, small, of areas that was called Asia, right? In fact, welcome to the law school here in Harlem, right? But this is Asia also, right? Because Asia means, what Asia means, Lord of the, there you go. And you Lord of the land too. You will find that out. I know that's a lot to kind of say right now, but so your father, I know he's giving it, I know he's teaching you, he's showing you in the manner that he shows you, because there's different ways of teaching, right? There's different ways of teaching. Okay, what's one way? What's one way of learning?
Through the lessons or
Okay.
supreme mathematics.
Okay, very good. Yes. And how will I read that?
Like in the supreme mathematics, you can go to knowledge with some understanding, and like you can say like you can go through the steps, step by step.
Yes. Yes.
And in the lessons, it says that the black man is God.
Yes.
So it can teach about the Asiatic black man.
Ooh. You know, I'm talking to the choir here. Yeah, okay, that's right. That's right. Well done. That's right. Okay. And 12. 9, 7. Right? Okay. Yes. And it's that information, that knowledge that increases. In fact, what you've just done is one of the 3 basic principles, right? You put on brain, you retain. Retain means what, Prince?
Hold.
The whole retain means to put on brain. You've kept it. You constantly repeat it. That's why you was able to understand what I'm saying. And I asked you a question about the different ways of learning. Yes, that's reading. What's another way of learning? Asu, right? Asu. What? Azu. He just pronounced my name right. Azu. He had the eyebrow up too. That's right. That's your name. Yes, Azu. What's another way of learning? Do you know another way? She said reading. What's another way of learning?
Writing.
Yes. Give me 5. That's right.
What did he say?
Writing. Another way of learning. What's another way of learning? Somebody.
Listening.
Yes. Another way? Yeah, there's different ways. Huh? Hearing, yes. There's just different ways of learning. Yes, right. Yes, and paying attention. And you pay attention differently. Right. Because, I mean, we're in the classroom. This is a formal way you come to a class. It's a teacher, someone instructing you. But there's different ways of learning. You know, some of us, when we were younger, right, weren't, at one point, we didn't have that ability to read like you did. Like we had to hear it from mouth to ear. Like I had to listen to you. Huh?
And we had to keep writing it down
Yeah.
to remember it.
Yeah, like that too. And then some of us, man, these lessons that you just quoted enabled us to learn formally. Formally means to read, to write. You know, to sit down and pay attention like he's saying, so we can know. So thank you for that again. You know, show me you were on top of your studies there, and that's important. What part of Japan are you in?
Near Osaka.
Near Osaka. Okay. So you said you've been there 30, 20?
Something, but yeah, about 30.
About 30 years. Okay. And what brought you there? If you don't mind me asking.
I went to college and was studying languages.
Okay.
And I first went over there, but China and Japan and like those
Okay.
areas,
Okay.
I was studying languages, and then I went over there, and then by going over there, I just stayed over there. Just wanted to stay over.
Okay, beautiful, man, beautiful. Now, and thank you, man. And you're the only family with the knowledge of self there, or there's others?
The only that I seen.
Okay.
I hear stories. I hear about people.
Okay, but okay. What's more relative and real is you doing what you're doing. Here's your family, so that's important. So that's peace.
The car was originally from Medina.
Okay.
Was originally from Medina.
Okay.
We traveled from me and him. We correspond on a.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's so. It's an honor. And the reason why it's an honor, right? Because traveling is important, and culture, right, is the way we live, right?
Isn't that word colloquialism in that, what you're about to say?
Colloquialism?
Different places.
Well, the colloquialism, the way you speak of vernacular in a surrounding area, or the different ways something can be said. But I'm talking about culture and the way it can be lived. Yes, but that would be that too, because you would speak differently. In fact, the way...
Yeah, the way he said he was from, I was thinking already colloquialism. I was thinking a lot of that when he said Japan.
Okay, well, he studied languages. He's saying so. The way a language is spoken in that manner.
Right.
So the way I would have to speak or teach it would be differently. You know, like, yo, God, peace, man. What's the science, man? You know, the whole swagger, the whole culture. See, culture encompasses not only what you know, right, and how you live it, but also, well, we've been born and raised here. In fact, I went to Ghana years ago. And so, I'm born, now, as book read, as much study that we've done, right, when I get to Ghana, I still have the American ways, right? Yeah, I didn't go there. I wasn't accustomed to certain things there. So when I get there, right, because I'm used to moving around. So I said, you know, at about 8 o'clock is a 5-hour difference. So it's like, in fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about maybe evening there now, right? I'm like, oh, ain't no stores open? We go walk to the store. They walk to the store. I mean, they were, but that whole different dynamic in culture.
No bodega.
Yeah, no bodega. Yeah, right, thank you, God. Yeah, no bodega. Yeah, there ain't none of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But there were areas, but then you have to, you know, that. So the first thing I had to reprogram the brain, stop.
They call that culture
Culture shock.
Unlearn. Yeah, there was that too. Unlearn. Not unlearn. Well, stop repeating how you lived your culture here, because you're not in America.
Right.
Yeah, you're here, so you need to learn. See, how do they do something here, right? But how do they eat? We don't fork. We use fork. We eat with our hands, though.
Right.
Okay, all right, but we, you know, that was, you know, so you got to adopt the customs. You know, right, indeed. You know, and the language.
And the language.
Right. You know, and you have to, and that's important. You know, even though that English is a predominant language, you know, that's spread internationally, but that's not the theme of their culture. You know, it's not the theme of their culture.
That's
so
not their foundation.
Yeah.
Where they feel normal speaking.
Huh?
Where they feel normal speaking.
Right. So again, this is the root of your father's learning, because he's from Brooklyn, right? You know, and our truth just wasn't limited to Harlem. It went to Brooklyn in 1964.
I was born in that.
Right. There were several brothers after Allah leaves the mosque, and he creates like what you're quoting now, supreme mathematics and the alphabets, and then the lessons included. And then it went to Brooklyn, and these brothers there were taught, and they eventually they were teaching other people who impacted your father.
They went to Queens.
Right, you went there too, but right now, yeah. So.
What's that?
Yeah, they went there too. Went all over.
All over the 5
Yeah, you went over there. Yeah, right. So, we are, in fact, you were a handful on 127th Street and 126th Street in this particular area, and you grew to not only the 5 boroughs, but there's pretty much no place in the world you can go when I seen the 5%er. And although I asked him about how many people there, what really matters, he's there with his children, so they there. Right, so I'm their teacher.
Right.
So so they there. So you know, there's no place you can go. And let me explain something to you. Sound travels how fast?
1,120 feet per second.
Right, and it's always been traveling that. And there's magnetic in the sound, meaning that what I hear, because you can hear things. What I'm saying is sound. Like I'm listening to you, right, and it travels at a quick rate. Right, but give me a second. Yeah. No, actually, light is faster than sound. Right. So, but you can hear, like you're listening to me, but you can hear other things. But that's hearing. You're not listening. Like Sudan said, you're paying attention. That's called listening. See, because you can listen to me, hear cars, sirens, doors closing, people talking right now, but that's not your concern. Your concern, what's he talking about, right? So,
Being focused. That's
yes,
the word.
indeed, and that's part of that. Yes, thank you, Rob.
Focus.
Yes, focus.
Because I can hear everything else.
Right.
But I'm focused on you.
Now, what's also equally important is, am I saying anything meaningful? Because I'm saying something meaningful, then there's magnetic. I'm attracted to it. Okay, I like that. Azu, I like his name. That's a good name. Okay, so every time I hear the name, okay, hey, excuse me, because it's something that attracts me about name, language, or the person, right? And so then I'm listening. Because you can hear sound. Oh, I ain't trying to hear that. Okay, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Dad, let's go. But we don't want that to happen. So again, it's an honor because today's, help me out, mathematics is what? Do you know? Yes. Now, thank you for that. Did you know today mathematics understanding? He said yes. Okay. I said you're the quiet of the two. No problem. And can you give me your brief understanding what understanding is to you?
Understanding it's the best part.
Yes, it is.
And understanding means to see clearly with the third eye.
Which is the mind.
Yes. She said understanding means to see clearly with the third eye, which is the mind. Well said. Class over. We done. Thank you, teacher. No, I'm sorry. No. But yes. My compliments to that.
And we see through the physical to understand.
Yeah. So now the reason why I understand also is the best part, because the children are the best part. You, him, your three.
Stars.
Yeah, your three are the best part. That's today. Today date is the third. We know it to be understanding. Right? Okay.
It is a child.
Okay, let me go over here because I'm about to. Right? Oh, that's an I. Of course, the T here. Understanding. Right, and then we go put the child. Yes, because that's exactly what it is.
That's the star on the universal flag.
Yes.
That is
So,
the star.
Oh, peace. We got the young guy in the back. Peace. Oh, there you go. What's your name? Huh? Shabu. Okay, peace. How old are you? You want to sit up front? Come up here.
Get up there, bro.
Come up here. Come up front. You're the best part. We don't want you in the
Yes,
back.
that's good. We just talked about the stars coming up here.
Now, how old are you again? 12. Okay.
That's my young guy, Shah.
Yeah, no, come on, stop it. Knock it off, man. We talking today mathematics about him. Yeah. That's right. So it's and also thank you for coming. It's an honor. It's an honor again. Thank you for you. Go back to that. We talking about today's mathematics was understanding, and understanding is the best part. And that's y'all, the children, right? I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm not, I'm gonna keep it.
That's the fruit of Allah's nature.
Right. So, 12. Beautiful age, right? So, and knowledge and wisdom, which is what 12 is, right? On the supreme level. See, because the date is the third, right? That's today's date for those people, peace that's living in this calendar. We all do too. But because you, children, have supreme mathematics, you understand today's mathematics is understanding. What understanding mean to see? Now, we're not here to say because someone said, I don't know supreme mathematics. We get it. Okay, you don't know, right? But I know I'm not limited. Limited means I stopped there. I know 3 is understanding. See? Right? I know 3 is understanding. And understanding, again, just help me, bring me home. Means what again? Can you say it just a little bit louder? What's understanding again?
To see clearly with the third eye, which is the mind.
She kind of took it dead. Right. Right. And you need to see here because this is where learning takes place. Where I'm processing learning.
Isn't it today, to make it more simple, is understand and see things what they appear to be, not. I mean, what they supposed to be, not what they pretended to be.
Okay, yeah, it's that too. And when you see it, yes, understanding is to see things clearly, you know, for what they are, not for what they present themselves to be. I know what you meant. I got you. Yeah.
But just more simpler, you know, as the third eye, this is where when we actually just, like, if I be quiet right now and just taking everything where you got right there and stop talking.
All right.
That's when I'm in my understanding.
There you go, because you're doing what he's doing now. You're talking about paying attention.
Right.
Right, and that's one of the ways of paying attention. Listening and then being able to, like, you were able to retain, and then let me give you, and that's beautiful because a lot of people lack knowledge. Understanding comes from that. It comes from, you know, there's no you understanding without having knowledge. And what does knowledge mean? Well, knowledge means this. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, just say I'm wrong. You were able to learn that because you listened closely to what he was teaching you. Correct? Right. And because your willingness to want it. Okay, yeah, let me. What knowledge means? What? Wisdom means what? Do you know what knowledge means? What's knowledge mean?
Knowledge is the foundation.
Okay. If you want to stop there, it's all right. Because that's exactly that. Because it's exactly that. Knowledge is the foundation. We ain't got to be broad with it. Right? Yes. Thank you for that. Simple. That's simple. Right. Simple. Right. Listen. Let me add to that. That we quite often say that knowledge is the basic foundation. So we will keep it simple. Right? Basic. You know what I mean? On the psychological dynamics. What are you talking about? Oh, right? No, knowledge is basic foundation. It's where I start from. Right. And when my foundation's strong, then I'm able to acquire wisdom. Let me see where he at. You know what wisdom is? Mm-hmm. Okay. You know what? That was wisdom. Wisdom means to be wise. And a wise man doesn't speak on things he don't know. So if I don't know, I don't know. That's wisdom. Someone asks you what wisdom means, it's the way, and whatever your father said too. It's the way, right? And it means to be wise. Smart, that's being smart. Right, because you could have said something else. Oh, wisdom is a car I drive every day. No, that's not wisdom. Right, but you didn't know. Because you'd be surprised, you got grown people like me. When you ask me a question, and that's a bad habit, you speak on things you don't know. That's not wise. That's unwise. That's not being wise at all. But thank you for that. See? And wisdom is a demonstration, meaning how I live. What I just did. Right? You know? So wisdom. Asu. Wisdom. You know what wisdom is? What is wisdom?
Action.
Action? Okay. Yeah, it's just that. Also, anything else?
The second path.
Second path, you said? Okay, we can use that. Okay, yes. It's a path. Okay, let me go ahead, right? Because the first thing you have to, I got to know the foundation, like you said. Once I have the foundation, then you have the path. We're going to use your word. Right. But your path is wise. It's the way I'm walking now. You agree? Yeah, I'm picking on you too. Yeah. That's okay. Your presence here is enough. Because this is your day. Every day is your day, but understanding is the best part. And the reason why we say the children are the best part, because you got here through knowledge, because these are his children, right? Knowledge, and then there was a woman, right? She's not wisdom, I'm not going to teach you that, but that's second. It's man, woman, then children. And you're the best part because you're the continuation of man and woman. His history is renewed through you. Oh, and like he said, he ain't going to ask me that no more. When I see you, when you get 12 more years, you'll be 24, right? Oh, ain't that, what's your name again? Pronounce your name correctly. Shawu. Okay, all right, that's right. Cause Shawu, that's right. I'm gonna know. Okay, that peace. Your father still be around. Got you. One second. Your father still be around, but I'll be reminded of him through you. Right. Yes.
Wisdom is also his wise dome and his wise mind. The wise words that he's speaking out of his mouth is another part of wisdom.
Now, here go a teachable moment. Do you know what he meant? What did he mean? What do you think he means? Right. Now, because I don't know. Let me teach you something. I know you already know, but I'm going to repeat something. If someone says something to you, and you're not sure, excuse me, I trust me, I'm an old man, and I've been told this many times. What do you mean? Right, because I'm not going to let you say anything to me. Excuse me? Yeah, I'm so sorry. What did you mean by that? So I know that's being wise. But that was good. You was wise because I asked you a question. See, you did the same thing, and you did the same thing. You said wisdom is action. I took the action to tell you that I don't know. Right? So he means that your brain is wise.
I can explain something.
Okay.
Wisdom is wise words spoken or to speak knowledge. Wisdom is the wise dome or wise mind and act according to it. Wisdom is water, the vital good and block of life. It is the original woman because life continues.
God, that's
I can explain it.
Yeah, that's like we want to keep it simple, basic.
It's a little over there.
Basic, yes, basic, yeah, because you flowing and like okay, and see when you gave him that part, which is good, but it still was a little bit, yeah,
Where we need him out there.
Huh?
And I was just trying to give him the wisdom where I was stopping at the wise dome, wise mind. I mean, and your wise words being spoken. That's another part of the wisdom that I was just speaking about. Is the words and your words are speaking and what you're saying out your mouth. That's wisdom.
Because
you get the knowledge to speak the wisdom.
Yeah, yes.
But it's also about like knowing your audience too.
Excuse me, God?
No, knowing your audience, knowing how to speak
because your audience is children right now. Right. So we get what you're saying, but let me come down so they can understand basically because you was flowing and it was like the first time you spoke he was like kind of deciphering.
Was he deciphering?
Unable to decipher.
We're not in his mind, right? But I got you. I understand what you're saying.
Well, he said he didn't know. Yeah, peace, God. Mm-hmm. But thank you for that, man. Thank you. Because again, you are the total of what today's mathematics is. I could have used right. And again, it's important because you're the continuation. When Allah, who is the leader of the 5%, he taught, these were young men and women later that got the knowledge. So he taught the children, he taught everybody, but primarily he taught the children. Why? Because they're the root. Again, one more time, I'm passing the baton to you. I did what I could do. Here, now it's your turn. And you're taking it back to Japan. So I'm a definitely, I'm taking this honor for like as long as I can remember. That's beautiful. And then you come here, me compliment all you too, not only your presence, but your ability. See, I asked her, Law Justice, what is understanding? Okay, one more time, just because I'm just, tell them again, what is understanding?
To see clearly with the third eye, which is the mind.
Huh?
That's right.
Yeah, and then he said wisdom is right, and he took the action because I asked him what is wisdom, and he said, "Well, I don't know." That's being wise. I'm not gonna sit here and then freestyle. I don't know. That's wise. That's wisdom. We tell them a lot about the knowledge. You know what I mean? That's right. Yeah. So that's peace. So and we you are where you are. Grow. The third eye, and you always use this. See, is your eye square or round?
Round.
Right. And it's round because you need to see the well-rounded picture of reality. Right? Now, what you see is controlled by your mind. So you want to make sure you have the proper food up here so you can see clearly. Ah. Oh, now, okay, I thought this was based upon your reading, because understanding comes from what again? I'm sorry.
The mind.
Yes, but it comes from two things. Understanding. Yes. Woo! You sharp. Yes. And that comes from your study. Yes, it comes from your study. Yes. And when you see that, you know, you're able to see things clearly. Right.
Okay.
And as yeah, and as you see things clearly, like the guy was saying in the back, you see things clearly for what they are, and not as they present themselves to be. Because people teach you that. You know, oh, look, this is what this is. This is a brand new car. This is a car right here. You believe that? No? What is it? Why you don't believe what I'm saying to you? Because, go ahead.
I can see clearly.
Right, yes, because I can see clearly. Huh?
That's right.
He said, man, come on, stop playing with me. That's right. I can see clearly. You beat me in the head with that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. I can see clearly. I'm not blind. Tell me it's a car. Yeah, right. And that's exactly what I mean on the most basic level. Wow. This is great, man. How you doing? How you doing? How you feeling so far? You shy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I should be like that too. You 12. That's something I was about your age and I got it. Okay, this is my man. Okay, Shah Woo. I mean, woo. That's that name like this here. Shah Woo. Shah mean king. Might help you out here. I know you know your name. I know your father gave it to you. His name's Shah, right? What's one thing I need? Okay. To be you know what a ruler is? A ruler. R-U-L-E-R. Ruler. Okay. Do you know what a ruler is? Like a ruler. I need to use a ruler to do something. You know what that is? What is it?
The ruler that has all the centimeters. And
Yes. And I need that to do what? Measure. Yes, you correct. Correct. You on point. I need it has the numbers in it, the centimeters, whatever. I need a ruler to measure. Right? But he's a king and a ruler. So I'm measuring things wisely. Like ain't nothing wrong with that. A ruler knows when to speak and when not to. Right? I see you over there. My man. That's peace. So it's definitely a pleasure. How long you in the States for?
Just for we're here for now why just for a few days.
Oh, a few days. Okay. Where you want me asking? Where you in Medina, Mecca? Where y'all at?
In Medina.
Medina. Okay. All right. So, okay. And how was your experience with New York? It's your first time in New York? Okay. But what is your experience like? So far. Be honest.
I lived in Japan and it was cleaner.
Okay, no question. Our place is dirty? Yes, it is. Yes, okay, I got you. Okay, that's right. And I'm asking you, right, thank you, right. Because you see, and that comes from traveling, right, where you live. So you come here, right, and I can imagine what you saw. But, yes. So you're like, look at, oh, God, yeah.
Goldfish in the sewer in Japan.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, it's, I'm sorry you went through that experience, but but that was I asked you a question and you answered it. That was my experience. Okay, but I like that. It was an honest assessment. Oh, dirty, man. Y'all like, yeah. It was nice. Oh, yeah. And those beautiful buildings, yeah. Look at the ground. You know what I mean? Look at the ground. Yeah. Trash. You got trash cans, trash still on the street. But let me say something to you. And not to disrespect none of my people or people here, but what it shows you is this. Since your place or where you come from is extremely clean, and this isn't, then that means there's a lot about there that we need to know. What are they doing there that we're not doing? And that's basically keeping it clean. You know what I mean? Right, and understanding the importance of the earth. Because that's who you are too. You're the queen of the earth. How precious that is. Right, the streets, we clean up in front of our building, even though that time the wind blows, we come there, like he said, the landlord, lord of the land. So we lord of the land, make sure your place is right. The father make sure that, yo, come here, God, we gotta do this, make sure this is done, and so you have a place to come to that looks right. You know what I mean? So, and I'm glad you came here because it's the root of his knowledge, the root of your father's knowledge, the school. This was our school. Yeah, back to him. Yeah, this is where we learned. Right? Sat here, the very same thing I'm asking you, they were asked. We were asked. How you doing? Well, different questions because we was asked, why do we want the knowledge? You were honored, privileged, not to say honored. Honored would be me having you here. You're privileged to be born through the knowledge. You, Shah. See, my honorable name is Kenneth Jones.
Kenneth Jones, that's your real name?
No, my real name. Okay, you broke that. I like that. That was good. That was good. How dare you? Yeah. That's
my bird name.
Okay. I got you. But my righteous name, wow, my righteous name is God of Allah Shah. It's the name. That's an honorable name, right? You don't even have to go through that. Those you've given righteous names off the bat. We had to grow into the knowledge, and then get our righteous names and take it from there. And I only said that because the honor that it has to have a correct knowledge and to be so young, right? And to know. It's not like he just got the knowledge and he's not teaching you. You're learning well. So, what have you learned, or in addition to what you know so far with the knowledge? What else have you learned? You kind of the spokesman for the two, but that's okay. Go ahead.
Knowledge is also the root, so when it's also good to travel, so we can come here and also see the root to the foundation.
Whoa.
Or it's like you can see the difference in places. Like I lived in Japan, but it's my first time coming to New York, but I can see the difference. So even knowledge is the foundation, and we're understanding the children, so but it can also change, and it's different.
Yes.
So
wow.
By step, it's gonna change a little bit and a little bit. So that's why I'm different from my father. So that's
whoa.
Can I ask a question?
Sure, you can.
Let me ask you a question. So you in Japan, now you coming here and you amongst the gods and the herbs, right?
Yeah.
And Japan, amongst the original people and so on. So the people different, or the people the same, or?
The people are different.
The people are different? Are you sure?
In a way, yes.
In a way, yes?
Yes, because we are the original people, but still it's also different because the world also changed in
Well, my question is, are the people different? I know it might be different, but what about the people? The people different? Who wants us to think we're all different? How about I ask you that question? Okay, so are the people different is my question.
No.
I like that answer.
Okay.
But I just want,
great, God. Great. Thank you, man. I'm being taught. What are you talking about? You okay, Bill? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, God, please take over. I just
Yeah,
wanted,
no,
I
that
wanted
was great.
clarification
That
on
was a great exchange there.
I wanted
Yes. Largely, yes. Both of you correct. Culture, right, is how you live. What you were explaining, yes, absolutely, hands down, there's a difference. I just told you I went to Africa, to Ghana, and I'm looking for the bodega. That's a store. It's a grocery store. We don't have that here like that. Why am I looking for that? Because, I'm going to go back to your father's point too, because it all ties in. I lived here all my life. I'm used to that. This is, but one thing, again, by constantly studying, I understand the same thing you understood. The devil would want me to think that my people are different. Right. I get what you're saying because you come there, yes. Clean here, it's kind of dirty here. A lot of congestion, maybe less here or more there. There's differences. But, see, if I got you looking at me differently, then I call separation. Right. See, what you're saying is that the culture is different. Absolutely. Absolutely. In fact, I went to Ghana, they eat with their hands. I'm like a fork and a knife. Why do I like a fork and a knife? Because I've lived here all my life. But those are my people nonetheless. See? So I understand that the culture, the style, the way, the song, the education, the way I walk, my dress is different. Right? But as a person, who you are, you're not different because you're still my family. And that's what I think that's what he was saying to you. And as you said, right, and you answered that correctly. You said, Mouse, you're 12. Wow, I can see 24. I can see you. Yeah. Huh? Well, you already did, Lord.
Yeah, I know I'm almost saying 20.
Yeah, we know you're young, but they younger.
Yeah, they younger.
Yeah, they're young. Yeah. Peace to the young Shah, peace. Peace. All right,
Yes, peace.
Yeah, so so wow, man, let me ask you a question, Azul. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, let me know. What has been your experience here so far? Okay. In what sense?
Almost everything.
Huh? What do you say?
Almost everything.
Okay, right. And I understand, right, because I'm a different culture. The things are done differently.
You could give one example.
Yeah, thank you.
One thing that's different. Surprise you.
Dirty.
Just using hot hands.
That's a mean experience there. Hey, that place is dirty. I ain't going back there no more, Dad. And I'm like, wow. I got you. Yes. Good. Oh, dirty. And anything else?
Dirty
We get that part. Young girl, we get that part. Yes, we do. Yeah, it's dirty. Okay, I'll make sure I get a broom in the dustpan today. So go ahead.
No supermarkets.
No.
There's a supermarket.
It's massive supermarket. We built on that.
No, but right around the corner from that. And when they just got here, I think, because they just got to now. Why they were staying with my parents. And
Okay.
That, you know what I mean? So I don't know how it was out there. Because we just got here. That's actually now C.
Oh, North Carolina. Okay. Was it different? Okay. How was North Carolina?
It was clean.
Yeah. Right. All right. So listen. So it shows you. Okay. Let me say something to you. The people are the same, but a lot of times it's how we treat where we live.
Conditions.
Right. See? North Carolina. I like North Carolina. You went to New York? Yeah, I went over there. You know, them dirty, man. Oh, you know what I mean? Yeah, so, but again, going back to your father's point, but the people are the same. Just same in the sense that I'm not looking at you from a different lens, like the eyes, see, the lens. I'm not looking at you differently. You know, because they're from Japan, they're different than you. But yeah, you had your hand up, though. I'm sorry.
Yes, to build on the young brother guy. When I was 9 years old, I remember one of my neighbors came from across the street over to our house. She had just came to New York to visit and came back home. When she came home, she came to the house and said, you know, I went to New York for my first time. I was feeling good. I got off the bus. I seen all this garbage. I sat down on the curb and cried. She thought she would come to New York, the great New York City. It's going to be a wonderful, beautiful streets paved with gold and everything. And she said, man, I sat down on the street and cried. Because where we live, you could leave your door open, streets were clean. And I thought about that. I was 9 years old too, when she was telling my parents about her experience in New York.
When you was 9 years old?
Yeah, I heard this story about New York.
Okay.
And then I moved to New York.
Okay.
And then a friend of mine found that she was my brother, Muslim, and we would go around in the neighborhood because we was running around as teenagers hustling, and people would say stuff, "Oh, you Hebrew, you country, you from Puerto Rico,"
okay.
you know. Yeah. And he said, "Yeah, but where I'm from, it's clean." And he would say that to the people, like they was up on him because they was from the city. You from the country. Yeah, but I'm from the country, but where I'm from is clean.
Okay.
So we had that experience here, and this is something that we do have to change. And we got a lot of things we need to build. A lot of times I see in all the nations, and everybody's trying to be a nation. At one time when we started in the different groups, that everybody thought they were gangs. Like even the Zulus, they thought they were a gang. The 5%ers, they thought they were a gang too. But when you realize we're not gangs, we're a nation. And this is what we got to build. But I see a lot of times when we're together, sometimes we want to argue with each other. And we ain't supposed to.
Okay.
Because we didn't start out like that.
Well, going back to his point.
Right.
Right? So, and I'm tied in. Right? Good, excellent point. So, you have to knowledge yourself. And what's very important is you understand that, yeah, there's going to be differences, but my people are the same, right? And what happens is when you understand that, when you internalize that, because you know, so you already know that ultimately the reason why the separation is because it's the devil. So you are off the, see that was great. That was supreme, right? So when you sit at the table with people, you are able to. When you sit at the table with people, you're able to but so like different nations, different people. Okay, how you doing? Okay, my name is so and so. I'm here to do. You may see things. Your vessel, meaning your nation, is the 5%. You with your father. What he's teaching you, right? All human families. You're gonna read that in your lessons, and I'm sure, and he's giving it to you. So, and you're taught there's separation, right? Are you okay? I'm not Zulu. I'm a 5%. No, I'm not so and so. He's Muslim, but one thing we all have in common: you a black man, right? Yeah, I know. I'm from Japan. I'm from China. Yeah, they're black also. Oh no. Okay, I can prove it. What? Okay, well, reading is fundamental. Right, it's fun to the mental. So, you'll find that one of the first black dynasties in China, the first dynasty in China was black. Right, and I'm not just saying to brag, we just saying that because, okay, no, we can prove this to you. Which book would you like that to be, like me, because knowledge, knowledge is what?
Knowledge.
Is the what?
Knowledge is the foundation.
Right, and the foundation teaches you to read. Right, and then when I read, then I'm able to open my mouth and say, this is what I read. See? See means to what? See means to see something means to what?
Understand.
Right. See means understand. So now you understand it, and you want to make your understanding, because your understanding is very important, understood by other people. Right. So I like what she said. He asked you a question. You have a discussion, and then you were able to, based upon your knowledge, this is why. So great, man. Great How you doing so far? How you doing? You're fine? Okay, good, good. All right. Wisdom, what is, I'm sorry, what does wisdom mean? Wisdom. Wisdom. You don't know. Okay. He's okay, right. He was adamant about that too. I don't know. That's right. Okay. And wisdom means to be wise. And what you, again, one more time, again, what you did was wise. Because you don't know. I'm not going to tell you something I don't know. This is great, man. This is real great, God. You know. Yeah, peace, man. Peace. Thank you for bringing them, man. When you, when's your itinerary, when you're traveling back this way?
No, we're gonna leave now. Why? I'm also gonna stop by to see some other family in DC.
Okay.
So I'll be here for till next week.
Okay.
Next week, and then down to DC, and then we fly back in week after next.
Okay, so it was an honor. So one more time, we get them. Introduce yourself one more time to the world. Your name is?
Yai.
Yai.
Yeah.
Azu.
Enzo.
Okay. And that's it, right? Enzo? Okay, there you go.
No, we in the guard. We like I said, we.
Yeah, you're just there. Okay, so we good. So there you go.
You know, and he said he always wants to come back here to the foundation to make sure he taps in with the foundation.
Yes.
But also reassure him that he's guard Allah on the world front because he travels around the world.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to add on with that.
Oh, beautiful, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you live in Japan, but you just travel all over.
I mean, not all over, but
well, I mean,
around Japan, the East Asian area.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Well, at one point, God, we was building. You was in Poland, and
well, yeah, that was my first time in Europe. We went to Europe.
Okay. Good. Because that's
not everybody gets an opportunity
to do that. Travel like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So you know, he has that opportunity. So and he has the knowledge. So
yeah. So everybody travel.
Him being that, like he's a. I want to know what about his experiences.
Lessons is real. That's my experience. Everywhere I go, it's just
you see it
more
and
more.
Right.
That's why they stay sharp because wherever they go, they just that's what they seeing. You know what I mean? God is not just you can see it in 3 different colors, all different flavors you want.
That's right.
That's
right. Okay. All right, man. So I want to say peace to everybody. Seriously, I want to thank you, all 3 of you, 4 of you, the class as well. Peace to everybody else, so, you know what I mean, for coming. But definitely is an honor on this day, definitely, because y'all came, like, the mathematics couldn't be even more supreme, because today's mathematics is, right, and understanding is the child, right? The children coming here with a profound knowledge of the foundation, because that's important. And they'll never leave the foundation. That's important, and that's where he was going with you too, because see how you was able to give him back the answer. So you went back to the foundation. Okay, let me process what he's saying to me. Oh, the devil. Okay, bet. See, so yeah, God. Well done, man. Well done, man. God. And everybody, man. Peace, man. We were prior to them coming in, we going into the importance of the lessons. One thing we put. So these are 3 things most people do, but definitely 5% is going to do, and they're going to retain me through like what you're doing. You put information on brain. I'm able to tell you what I know. But more importantly, I'm eternalizing. What does that mean to me? Okay, let me read, okay, so how does it apply to me? Right, so eternalize, we take in, you know what I mean? And then you're able to, which you're doing already, you're doing that already. It's not like you're not doing it, you are doing it. So continue to keep doing that. Reading, and then taking what you read, understanding it, and then applying what you know. Like he did too, right? Because I got adults his age. I ask them a question. What do you mean? And they just they run up the mouth. Don't know. Right? Instead of telling me, I don't know what you mean. Or what do you mean? you know, but I'm gonna impress you with nothing. Oh, I think that, like I told you before, then you spoke loud, but you said nothing. But, so, yeah, again, God, that was peace, man. Just want to say peace to y'all. Peace to everybody who came. Peace. Oh, you already got the book already. So, yeah, I have, also, I'm gonna get some more books. Black People Invented Everything.
Yeah,
that's a good
too.
Yeah, I gotta read that.
Yeah.
And mostly the Supreme Lessons for Nigeria.
Okay. You talking about the Black People Invented Everything. Prince. Okay, so, my man Prince. Yeah, so that's a good book. I know I've given that book out to some people. In fact, I do have it, man. I've talked to grab 2 books or whatever and send them your way. Yeah, I sent them. I talked to the guy. You got the map and me. I said, I got you. I'm honored. So equality means being equal. You honored me with your presence. I'm like, what? Got you. We'll get that information to you. Absolutely. Yeah. So with that, we say peace to everybody. This was great class. Thank you for the honor, because you honored us physically, but then you honored us virtually, because the people around the world saw that. Oh, you the babies. You taught people today. all 3 of y'all did. So thank you for that.
If Mecca did this.